It has been quite some time since I recorded any videos for my YouTube channel. I have been reading, but honestly, just like probably one book a month. And you know what? That is perfectly okay. But I thought, what a better way to get into the swing of things than to make a video specifically talking about this book series that I wish I would have started sooner. And that series is the Legendborn series by Tracy Deonn. Honestly, I know this series isn't new, but it's new to me. And I know as readers, whether you're a romance reader, fantasy, it's hard to get out of the genre that you love so dearly. I love romance. I love contemporary romance, and I will read every single book that I can get my hand on that's contemporary romance, even though to some it's like it's the same plot but different characters. With that being said, as a romance reader, I absolutely love this YA fantasy series. I was heavily convinced to read this book because a friend of mine from high school love this book so much, and with the third book in the series, Oathbound, that came out I think last month or 2 months ago, I was like, okay, she's talking about it so much and raves about it, I feel like I need to read this. Although it is a YA fantasy novel, I don't feel like the plot or the characters themselves are immature or too young for a reader like myself. I am in my 30s, and I was kind of scared to jump into this book because I didn't want to feel like I was reading some type of like teenage, problems or whatever, mixed with a little bit of magic and fantasy. I was scared going into that I was going to read something like that because, of course, I have a different mentality and maturity of a 30-year-old compared to someone who's a young adult. So I was kind of scared for that aspect of like, okay, am I reading this? Am I too old to read a book like this? But that definitely was not the case with this. I will say the first book, Legendborn, it did take me some time to kind of understand and read through the magic system and how everything works. And compared to how fast I'm reading through Bloodmarked, I'm definitely reading through this faster because at this point, we understand who the characters are. We're familiar with the characters now. The second book is just continuing off what happened in the first one. So we're comfortable with the characters. We understand who the characters are, how the magic system works. So I'm definitely reading through this a lot quicker. But jumping back into the book itself, the magic system in this was really cool. I don't read a lot of fantasy, so I can't say for certain how unique the magic system is. I heard other book content creators talk about how unique it is. I can't say for certain because I don't read a lot of fantasy, but what I have read was really cool. I love how the author mixes the lore of King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table and Rootcraft, another magic system mentioned, and intertwines them. Rootcraft is based off African American culture and their use of natural ingredients for medicine for healing. So I love that aspect of that, how she was able to kind of intertwine those two magic systems, two uses of magic into one person, which is Bree Matthews, our female main character. The series follows Brianna, or Bree Matthews, our female protagonist in the book, and she's a 16-year-old who just got accepted into the early college program at UNC Chapel Hill. One cool thing about this book is that as I was reading it, I was like, UNC Chapel Hill. I was like, wait, I visited there once. So when they're describing the campus and like certain buildings, I was like, hey, I've been there, I went there. So it was kind of cool to feel like I've immersed myself a little bit in the book. I don't know, just a fun fact. But yeah, I went there once for a sorority retreat or something like that. Anyway, back to the book. It follows our female protagonist, Bree Matthews, and she's going there to kind of escape the grief that she feels after losing her mother and just kind of go on with life and ignore the grief and anger and just sadness that she's feeling over losing her mother. Her first night there on campus, she witnesses something that she shouldn't have. And that's where the story pretty much unfolds. She witnesses something she was supposed to and uncovers this secret society, hidden world under everyone's noses that operates openly yet in secret on campus. When Bree uncovers that there is a secret society operating at UNC Chapel Hill, she realizes that there may be some type of connection on the day that her mother died and the memories that she has at the hospital, and how her memories felt a little bit fuzzy and blurred on the day that she saw something that she wasn't supposed to on her first night on campus. Jumping back to what I said about this book feeling young or immature, it definitely wasn't that, because some action fighting, so definitely wasn't what I thought it was, and I'm glad I took the chance to try a different genre, to try a book that I typically wouldn't grab. But take this as your sign that you should try different genres because you never know what you'll like. I'm glad I read this and I hope to finish the series, which I guarantee like 100% I will. Don't know when, but obviously it'll be this year. Whenever I can get my hands on the third book, Oathbound, yeah, I will read it. But I'm glad I picked it up. It's an awesome book. And yeah, you should read it. Get out of your comfort zone, read a different genre, perhaps, you know? But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next one. Okay, bye. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3.